swallow sound. Used to wait for you to come around, watch the phone like it might ring, but the silence was the only thing. Four walls knowing all my names, all the ones you never came to claim. Nights were long, they were cold and slow. Wondered if you'd ever want to know how I fell asleep in the dark, how I held together when you tore apart everything I thought was true, every promise that was made to you. I was drowning in the lonely, barely breathing through the pain. Thought that no one could love me, thought I'd never heal again. But I survived the quiet, survived the empty nights when nobody held me and I was barely holding on. I survived the quiet, and somewhere in that ache I found that I was stronger than I ever thought I was. I couldn't get up, couldn't fill the hollow of the cup that you left when you walked away. But the sadness couldn't stay and stay, it had to shift, had to break, had to make room for something new to take. I was drowning in the lonely, barely breathing through the rain, but I learned how to float there in the hurt that wouldn't break me. And I survived the quiet, survived the empty nights when nobody chose me and I had to choose myself instead. I survived the quiet, and somewhere in that pain I found that I was worth it, more than all the love I chased. No one loved me better than the hurt, no one knew me like the solitude, but I met myself in that dark room. And that's a love that doesn't leave, that's a love that holds, that's a love that knows exactly who I am and stays anyway. I survived the quiet, I made it through the night, and now when I'm alone, it's not lonely, it's just me, finally finding peace in what it took to get here. I survived, I'm still here.